Namaste, Coven. Welcome back to the mat and welcome to this brand new flow. So for those who are perhaps new here today, my name is Bethany and I am the Yogi Witch, and welcome to today's full moon flow. So entitled Wake the Witch, today we are going to call upon the elements to empower us, to bring strength to our practice, harness the energy of the full moon to heal us, to inspire us, and today we are going to be waking the witch within. So this is going to be a gorgeous 25-minute flow focused on upper body strength, on waking up that solar plexus, engaging with our Mula Bandha, and also just dedicating 25 minutes of our day to taking care of our mind, our body, our soul. So you don't necessarily need any props today, but if you'd like anything to support your practice, you can grab them. And if you would like anything to welcome in the elements, perhaps some candles, maybe some sage, incense, crystals, anything at all, you're going to go and grab it now. And when you're ready, my darlings, I will meet you back here so we can flow to wake the witch. Okay, my darling, so to begin today's practice, you're going to come into a comfortable seated position on your mat, maybe sitting in a hero's pose like me, maybe sitting cross-legged or coming to sit on a block, etc, etc. And if you have any sage or anything, we're going to light it now, we're going to cleanse our space so we can begin our practice in a safe, in a pure, positive area. So knowing that if you don't have any sage or Palo Santo or incense, then I am sending this beautiful cleansing smoke all the way from my mat to yours. Clearing, cleansing, releasing any negativity, any worry that's perhaps followed us here today. And starting to align the energies of all of us coming together as a collective coven to honour today's full moon. So as I said in today's flow, we're going to call upon the elements to allow us to use their energy to find our inner strength, calling upon the full moon. And we're also going to be calling upon the witch within us. So we're playing with the 5 elements today. We're playing with fire, with earth, with air, with water. I'm also calling upon the 5th element, which is the witch itself. So coming in to our comfortable seated position, we're going to bring the hands to the knees, flip the palms down, roll those shoulders away from the ears, and starting to create length up that spine, a beautiful long line of energy from the base of the spine to the top of the neck here. Beginning this practice and aligning our energies with a beautiful deep inhale and a beautiful slow exhale. Starting to get in tune with how we're feeling today on the mat. Maybe this full moon has brought out a lot of emotions. Perhaps it's brought out a lot of worry or anxiety. Starting to see how we feel physically. Maybe tired or a little bit stiff. Or if you're feeling really energetic, that's okay too. Today we're going to balance out the chakras, balance out the mind with the body, with the spirit, and also become attuned with our witch. Come attune with the full moon and with this coven that comes together on the mat here. So giving ourselves a few moments to ground through those sit bones or through the top of the feet before we call upon the elements to join us in the flow. now we're going to invoke the spirits that are joining us today to create magic through our movement. And you can choose to repeat these after me out loud or in your mind, or you can choose to simply listen. It's completely up to you. No right or wrong answer. But when you're ready, we roll those shoulders back once more. Find length through the crown of the head. Inhale. Exhale. And today, we invoke the power of the elements. We harness the energy of the full moon above us. Today, we wake the witch within. Inhale and exhale. Dropping the chin to the chest, we blink those eyes open if they're closed and gently find our way into a tabletop position. So stacking those shoulders above the wrists, hip bones above the knees. We're going to bring that belly button in just ever so slightly, grounding through the hands, through the tops of the toes, through the knees, and just giving ourselves a moment to start engaging with the body. Before we tuck the toes under, round into those shoulders and lift the hip bones to the sky. Begin pedaling out those legs, which is bending one knee, bending another. Starting to wiggle the hips, nod the head yes, shake the head no, anything at all. Beautiful. Before we take a little stretch by bringing the legs to touch. Bend the knees over to the left-hand side. Hip bones come over to the right. You can keep both hands down, or you might immediately lift the left arm to the sky. Hold for 3. Hold for 2. And for 1, place left hand down. Move the body through center so the hips come to the left-hand side. Knees move to the right. And we lift the right arm to the sky. Holding for 3. Holding for 2. Beautiful. For 1, move the body into the center and we bring the big toes to touch. From here, sweep that right leg nice and high to the sky. Bend the knee off, split dog. Inhale. On your exhale, draw this knee to the chest. Step between the thumbs, lower the back knee down. Inhale, we sweep those arms up and overhead. Bend at the elbows, come to your cactus arms. Pulling back on the hands, shine the heart forwards. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, sweep those arms up and overhead. Drop the head back to gaze at the thumbs, finding your way to a crescent lunge. Option to untuck the back toes and go a little bit deeper here. Inhale. Exhale, Kali Mudra, those fingers like you're making a little bit of a pistol here. Send the hands forward, tuck the back toes under, and we lift all the way up. Yes, inhale. Exhale, Kali Mudra, those hands to the sky. And then find your way to a cactus arm high lunge, pulling back on those hands. Inhale. Exhale, Kali Mudra once more. And you're going to send those hands forward. Lift the back leg up, immediately finding your way to a flying warrior. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale. Plant the hands to the mat and release left foot next to the right. Find your way to a little bit of a forward fold here. Giving that body a sway from left to right. From here, we're going to release the hands to the mat, bend into that left leg, right hand stays to the mat. We pull the left arm high, find your way to a little bit of a twist. Gently place left hand down, bend into the right leg, extend the left, and take your twist over to the right hand side. Beautiful. Place right hand down. We inhale to gaze forwards. Exhale to step back with the left leg. Right hand stays down. The left arm stays down. Pull the right arm all the way to the sky. Coming into a little bit of a twist here. Yes, before we relax, right hand to the mat. Step back to plank. Take your first chaturanga. Lower halfway if it's available. Inhale, find your way to upward facing dog. Exhale, hip bones come back to the sky. Down dog, pedal out those legs. Beautiful, bend one knee. Bend another. Starting to feel the heat come into the body. Feeling the spirits join us on the mat. Beautiful. When you're ready, big toes come to touch. And we're going to take that little movement again. So bend the knees to the left-hand side, hip bones come to the right. Maybe you lift the left arm to the sky, holding for 3, holding for 2. 1, switch sides, left hand back to the mat, knees move to the right hand side, hip bones come to the left, sweep the right arm up to the sky, holding for 3, holding for 2. 1, right hand comes down, bring the big toes to touch. Inhale, we sweep the left leg to the sky, bend the knee off, split dog. Before we draw the knee to the chest, step between the thumbs and lower the back leg down. Inhale, arms flow up and overhead, low lunge. Exhale, cactus arms, shine that heart to the sky, pulling back on those hands. We inhale. Exhale, sweep those arms up and overhead, gazing back at the thumbs, maybe untucking the back toes here and exploring your crescent lunge, feeling that core engaged. Inhale. Exhale, Kali Mudra the hands. Send those hands forward, tuck the back toes under, lift the leg up. Inhale, those arms float back overhead, high lunge. Exhale, cactus those arms, bend into that front leg, shine the heart to the sky. We hold for 3. Beautiful movements covered for 2. For 1, Kali Mudra, the arms overhead, bend into the front leg, find your way into that flying warrior. Holding for 3, for 2, for 1, hands come to the mat. If you've practiced me before, you know how unsteady that left leg is. Oh, embrace those falls, my darlings, embrace them. So finding a way to a little bit of a forward fold here. Maybe giving yourself a wiggle. Before we bend the left leg, extend the right, right hand stays down, pull the left arm to the sky, a little bit of a twist. Inhale. Exhale, plant left hand down, bend into the right, pull the right arm to the sky. Beautiful, relax right hand down. Inhale, gaze forwards. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back right leg, leave right hand down, pull the left arm to the sky. Opening up this heart, finding your way to twist back leg is beautifully engaged. Before we place left hand down, step to plank and take your half chaturanga. Lower all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, briefly come back to a down dog before we bring the legs to touch, lower the knees to the mat and sit back to hero's pose. Roll the shoulders away from the ears and bring the hands to the lap. So coming into a hero's pose today as our rest, just to find that energy along the spine, connect heaven with earth, crown chakra to the world above us, root chakra to the world beneath us. And again, we call out to the spirits. You can repeat after me or you can just listen, completely up to what you'd like, Coven. When you're ready. Today, we invoke the power of the elements. We harness the energy of the full moon above us. And today, we wake the witch within. Inhale. And exhale. Drop chin to the chest. Blink those eyes open. And we find our way first to a tabletop position. Bring that belly button in. Again, give yourself a moment to root down here. Start connecting with your body, with your breath. Beautiful. Before we lift the hip bones to the sky, downward facing dog. This time we're going to bring big toes to touch straight away. Inhale, we sweep right leg to the sky, bend the knee off, split dog. Inhale. On your exhale, draw this knee to the chest and step between the thumbs. Keep the back leg all the way up. Inhale, sweep those arms up and overhead. First, bending those elbows into a cactus arm. Beautiful. Before taking an orchid twist over to the right hand side of the mat, extend those arms here. Beautiful. And we're going to take a little bit of movement here to really wake up this core, to really start feeling the power within the body. So we inhale to float right hand back to the left thigh. Inhale. Exhale to bend left elbow, right knee, right arm overhead. Legs are strong. Inhale, twisted warrior. Exhale, modified side angle. One more time. Inhale, twisted warrior. Exhale to that little whoop, side angle. Sweep the right arm up and overhead. Keep those hips squared to the top of the mat. We inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, sweep those arms up and overhead. Find your way into your warrior two by pivoting that back foot. And then from here, we're going to bend into the front knee, lift that back heel to the sky, Skandasana. Maybe opening up the arms, back of the right arm goes against the right knee, gaze to the sky. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale. Release the back foot down, flip the left hand to the mat, pivot on the back tippy toes and find your way into that twist. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale. Plant the right hand to the mat. We're going to step forwards. Bending the knees. Find those elbows. A gorgeous little forward fold here. Letting that upper half of the body just hang heavy. Gorgeous. On your inhale, we gaze forward to straighten that back. On your exhale, if you have a crow pose, you have an option to take a crow pose here by bringing the knees into the tops of the triceps. Gaze forward and find your way to your arm balance. Before we step back, jump back into your vinyasa. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, bend those knees, hip bones to the sky. Downward facing dog. Embracing this movement, my darlings. Modifying as much as you need. When you're ready, we bring the big toes to touch. Inhale, sweep left leg to the sky. Bend the knee off, split dog. Before we draw this knee to the chest, Coven, step between the thumbs. Inhale, keep the back leg up. Find your way to high lunge. Exhale, bend those arms off into your gorgeous cactus arms here. Pulling back on the hands. Gaze to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, awkward twist over to the left-hand side. Keep those hips squared to the top of the mat. Keep the back leg strong, that Mula Bandha, that root chakra engaged. We're going to take that movement again from Twisted Warrior to our little modified side angle. Inhale, Left hand finds back of the right thigh. Exhale, sweep the left arm overhead, bend right elbow, left knee. Inhale, twisted warrior. Exhale, little side angle. One more time, inhale, twisted warrior. Exhale, back to that modified side angle. We hold it here. 3, 2, 1. Sweep those arms up and overhead before finding your way briefly to your warrior 2 by pivoting that back foot with the back of the mat. And then hands to heart center. Lift those right toes up. Find your way to that Skandasana, opening up the arms here, bending into that front knee. You've got it. Feel your power. Hold 3, hold 2, hold 1. Release that back foot down. Find your way to your twist. Pivot on the tippy toes. Right hand down, left arm to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, release left hand down, step to the top of the mat. Find your way to your forward fold, bend the knees, find the elbows and wiggle here. On your inhale, gaze forwards, fingertips to the mat. Exhale, bend the knees. Bringing those knees to the tops of those triceps. If you want to find crow, you're welcome to find crow. If you don't want it today, that's fine, my darlings. Choose whatever you need, but finding your way. And then jump back, step back, take your vinyasa. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, bend the knees, tuck those toes briefly back into a downward facing dog. Before we bring the legs to touch, drop those knees to the mat. Come to sit back in your hero's pose. Palms flip down into the thighs. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Giving yourself a few moments here to grab a glass of water if you need it, just to get back in control of your breath. Feeling that witch wake, within. Feeling the spirits that have joined us together on the mat. Feeling the energies, the inspiration of this coven. 5 breaths here. So we've got one final pose to take a look at, which is our dolphin pose with an option to come into pincher if you have pincher in your practice. I do not, so please don't think you're going to see one. But option to come into pincher or a headstand or any kind of inversion that you'd like. We're going to take a little look at our dolphin pose just to kind of finish off the practice with a beautiful lot of strength into the shoulders, the upper body, so it feels like we can hold the weight of the world without it feeling like it's crumbling on us. So really invoking that witch, really invoking that kind of power that we have in our souls, in our minds, in our bodies. So one final time, we're going to invoke the spirits. When you're ready, inhale, exhale. Today, we invoke the power of the elements. We harness the energy of the full moon above us. And today, we wake the witch within. Drop the chin to the chest, blink those eyes open. From here, we're going to take hold of the opposite elbow and bring the hands to mat, sending the arms in front so the wrists, fingers and elbows are in line. From here, we tuck the toes under, so 3 rounds of dolphin, option to come to a pincher, option to come in to any inversion that you like. But from here, we're going to round into those shoulders, push the mat away and bring the ears between the triceps. Lift those tippy toes up, hips come off the mat. Coming into your dolphin hold for 3, for 2, for 1. Walk the feet out, lower the knees and sink hips briefly back to heels, child's pose. Two more times, my loves. We roll the body up, forearms come back to the mat. Now you can find your way to a pincher if you do have a pincher in your practice, or maybe you go against the wall to find your pincher. Or you can stay in dolphin pose, whatever feels good to you, but round the shoulders, push the mat away, tiptoe the toes closer. Option to find your way to a little pincher pose if you have it. Option to stay in in dolphin pose, whatever feels good to you. But holding for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1. Walk the feet out, hips to heels, lower the body down. Oh my God, dolphin pose is hard. Final round, okay? Dolphin, pincher. If you have a headstand, maybe you choose to come into a headstand. Any headstand that feels good to you, any inversion that you like. Remember, this is your practice. But finding a way to your chosen pose, dolphin, pincher, headstand. Whatever feels good to you, darlings. Holding for 3, holding for 2, yes, and for 1. Slide hips to heels, come out of your inversion, find your way to a child's pose, and we're going to release those arms down by our side. Shoulders round over. Giving ourselves a few moments here. And if that forehead is on the mat, maybe begin to roll it from left to right. Massaging the space between the eyebrows. Open up that third eye, release any intrusive thoughts. Any worries, anything that's been weighing you down, holding you back. Before all together we inhale. On your exhale, nice and slowly, you're going to find your way back to a tabletop position. And we're going to take a couple of cat-cow stretches here, Coven. Inhaling to drop that chest. Exhaling to curve. Just to release the spine here. You're welcome to add a little wrist stretching if that feels good to you. But when you're ready, bring the palms to the mat, cross those ankles behind you, and we find our way to a beautiful grounding seated position. So if you'd like to take a longer Shavasana, or maybe you want to match this flow with maybe like a restorative full moon flow that I do have on my channel, you're welcome to go and do that. If you're happy to come and end this practice with me now, you're going to roll the shoulders away from the ears, and we're going to flip our palms to the sky this time. Long line of energy again, feeling the support and the love, the coven that has joined us on the mat, the spirits that are beside us, the world above, the world below. But most importantly, feeling that witch within that is woken up, that power, that magic that you hold. Never forgetting that, even when it doesn't feel like it. So to close this practice, as a collective coven, we're going to take one final beautiful, nourishing, healing inhale through the nose. And on your exhale, sigh it out. Bringing the hands to prayer, and we're going to take the thumbs between the eyebrows, bow low with gratitude, thanking the elements for the power that they lent us during the flow, for Mother Moon above us for the energy that she allowed us to grow, to heal, feel inspired. And as always, thanking ourselves for the strength of coming to the mat, for the strength of embracing our power, finding our magic, and dedicating time to our well-being. Thank you so much, Coven, for joining me on the mat today to honour Mother Moon and to wake the witch within. I really hope enjoyed. Don't know what that sentence was. I really hope that you enjoyed this flow. And if you do, I would love any kind of little support by maybe liking, comment, or even a subscribe. But don't forget, I do upload 2 moon flows a month, 1 new moon, 1 full moon, and I have a brand new membership area on my YouTube called the Coven, where I do longer flows, an hour-long flow. But thanking you so much for joining me here today, and I hope that the full moon brings you everything that you both deserve and that you desire, my darlings. Sending all my love from my mat to yours, and I hope to see you again soon. Blessed be.